Troop TV, we're at the NBA Finals with the Miami Heat's Shane Battier. How are you, sir?
Doing well.
All right, so listen, you're known as like the smart guy, right? You're the analytics guy, the make good decisions guy.
Smart-ish.
So I learned on the internet about the time you were a free agent that the Miami Heat have bad karma and therefore can never win, have a star who can't close a game, and are basically doomed to be broken up because they have a bad formulation. So why would you come to this team?
The sunshine.
It's just
it was the overriding factor. It's the weather, you know. So, yeah. You know, I have to deal with LeBron, have to deal with a team led by Pat Riley, but sunshine put it over the top.
Yeah, nice. I know you like. Michigan's not the same. It doesn't have the same kind of sun.
Not at Christmas time, no.
All right, so more seriously, after last night's game, Bill Simmons asked me a question, which I think is a fair question, which is it legal to like just grab Kevin Durant at 40 feet from the hoop and deny the ball to him all the way down the court, which is a key part of why you're defending him, right? Yeah. What's the line there?
Well, as long as you don't hold or use your hands, you can position your body any way you can.
Right.
And it's no different if he was under the paint. As long as you don't hold and use your arms,
right,
it's perfectly legal.
And getting wrapped to that line is important, right? I mean, you've got to be sitting in his lap, basically.
Well, yeah, he's too good to be able to catch the ball and be able to operate where he wants to. And so every foot you can push him out on the catch, you're better served as a defender.
LeBron James had some cramping, usually associated with dehydration. How are you holding up? I mean, like he's this young guy. You're a little older, right? But you're playing huge minutes, guarding younger players. How did you prepare for this, and how are you feeling?
I don't think you can prepare for the NBA Finals. The playoffs in general are just really physical. And I guess after playing 11 years, you know what to expect in the finals. And we were throwing a curveball once Chris Bosh got injured, and I had to move over to power forward and guard Brandon Bass and David West and Kendrick Perkins. But it's a fun challenge. It's a fun challenge. And although I'm smaller than these guys, giving up major pounds, I just have to be really smart in my preparation, understand who these guys are, and especially on blockouts, hit them first before I get hit.
And there are some moments where it's just you and Russell Westbrook and you're on an island. What are you thinking then?
I'm going through the numbers in my head. And,
really?
Oh, yeah.
You're thinking about Daryl Morey?
I am. in a strange way. That's sort of the way I think about the game now. I think
you're dorkier than I am.
I know. I'm a major
You have my
nerd.
glasses?
I am a major basketball nerd. But when you get one-on-one with a guy, that's when you sort of have to eschew the team defensive model, and it's mano-a-mano. And I have to force him to his worst-case scenario, which is my best-case scenario.
Right.
Which is difficult to do. You know, in this series, we've not been able to do that. But it all has to be done in an instant.
You did play for the team with like 10 full-time analysts and the big report, and you were famously the guy who would actually read the big report. What kind of data are you getting nowadays? Does it compare?
It's different. It's not as detailed. Obviously, staff in Houston had full-time staff churning numbers around the clock, and so we had every stat. But I've worked with the Heat to come up with something that's pretty good. That's pretty.
Do you log into the NBA.com new stats tool with the video?
I've seen some of their.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've seen some of their stats.
So there was a little story a while ago where Derek Fisher, who'd been Kobe's teammate forever, said that he'd never been to Kobe's house, and everyone was like, "Wow, I've never been to his house." Thought they were like best friends. So have you been to LeBron's house?
I've not been to LeBron's house. I'm actually his neighbor now. I moved about 2 weeks ago. I moved to houses, and I'm a little closer, so maybe I'll do a walk by.
You're not literally his neighbor.
No, I don't. No.
Yeah, there you go.
I had a great career, but not that great of a career to be LeBron James' neighbor.
Has he been to your house?
Nope.
No, he hasn't been to my house either.
No.
So don't take it personal.
No,
it's not you.
Never do.
During the finals, there's NBA access, all kinds of moments of in the locker room, everything. Lots of players giving speeches. I've seen some Dwayne Wade speeches, some LeBron speeches, Derek Fisher speeches. Who gives the best speech? Spoelstra speeches. Who gives the best speech?
LeBron has his moments. LeBron's reading now. That's the new thing. So I think he's got
like a Hunger Games kind
of
speech.
So he's got some good motivational things. Dwayne speaks up. Spo really thinks about it. So Spo has some good stuff. I think a lot of stuff he takes from Riley, but
right.
Riley's still the best. He gave a couple speeches this year, and you see why he gets paid six figures a speech.
Do you do any speechifying?
I do. I am actually a speaker on the Washington Speakers Bureau now.
In the locker room, though.
Oh no! I do it professionally. I'm a professional speaker.
That amateur crap.
I save my good stuff for the big dollars.
Actually, that's relevant. So before he died, rest in peace, Chuck Daly. I was interviewing him about something. I think it was your rookie year, and you came up, and he called you the senator. And I was like, "Well, why do you call him the senator?" It's like, "Oh, because I'm sure he's going to be a senator one day." What have you thought about what's next?
Well, I think I have about 2 more years after this, and then my
on the Washington Speakers Bureau circuit. You mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then my immediate goal is to get my golf handicap into single digits.
Yep.
And spend time with my kids.
Yep.
And after that, I'm going to play it by ear.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Take care.
Got it.